already. Right? This is the master data which we've been using so many days. Okay. So here we have the order information, you know this one, and then the customer information, right? One second. So you have all the product information here. You can see. So you have the product information, and then you have some transactions. So this is the simple data set. So by using this, how we can create a good visual dashboard in Power BI, that we'll see now. Okay. So I just added a draft with the a few color palettes. Okay. So this is the Power BI desktop. Like who doesn't know anything about Power BI? So this is the Power BI desktop. This is where we can create our reports or dashboards, and we can do the data analysis in this Power BI desktop. This is the one of the application from Microsoft. So do you have any idea about this, right? Okay. So first, let us analyze the data, and then we'll go to Power BI. I guess so many people know already because I guess yeah. So you people already know about this data, right? So we have all the information related to orders, and we have information about the shipments, and then customers and everything. First, we'll list out the requirements. Then we'll go for there. So now, so by looking at this data, maybe someone can tell me what are the information we can gain and what are the visuals or the what are the metrics we can create. Anyone? So by taking this data, so what are the metrics we can create? What are the information we can see? What are the analysis we can do by utilizing this data? Please.
Here, what kind of orders we are getting more, in which locality, from which locality we are getting more orders, and which locality is requiring kind of items, and type of
Hmm.
ship modes they're requesting, profit, etc.
So, for example, let's say yes. So first, step by step, we'll list out, sir. So first one, uh, orders for each region, let's say. So many countries, only. You can see you have market, you have market, you have region. So there are different regions, and you have different countries. Okay. So we'll list out this for region and market, country. Hmm. So next, any other things? So here not only orders, we can do so many things, right? So yes, sales, profit, average sales, average profit. So this is fine. So apart from that, so here again you can calculate the percentage of sales as well. I mean, what is the percentage of sales occupied by each region? Okay, so that also we'll mention it here. So percentage of sales each orders for each regional market and country. Okay. So apart from this, any other suggestions, other questions? Sorry. Yeah. So again, date or time period. Let's say time period analysis. Okay, time period analysis అన్నప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? So you can do the analysis by each time period. Like time period అన్నప్పుడు, so we will get year, so half year, and then quarter, month, and then week as well. Okay. Again here we will get fiscal year, fiscal, half year, fiscal, quarter, fiscal, month. So maybe if you want, you can add fiscal week. Fiscal week మనం యాడ్ చేయడానికి పాసిబుల్ ఉండదు. So no one will ask you. Hmm? Financial year అంటాం కదా. So that is fiscal. Okay. So again here you can do so many things and not only here just time period analysis అన్నప్పుడు you can calculate the growth, అవునా? And then you can calculate the cumulative totals, and we can calculate, no, that comes under growth percentage again. That will cover it in growth percentage and cumulative totals. And again, so we can calculate, uh, last period sales. Last period and ఏంటి? What exactly? So, for example, last 10 days, last some 9 weeks, last 3 months, okay, last last 3 quarters. So this is how we can even calculate some uh, time time period analysis. So you can do so many things on time period. Okay. So apart from this, any other thing, any other guesses or information we can add? So save this. Requirements and chat. That's it. Okay. So anything which you notice on this data. For example, I want to know top selling products. Top selling products, and then top selling products అన్నప్పుడు based on what you will identify top selling products, based on the sales, based on sales తీసుకుందామా? So or based on number of products, number of orders. So we will decide this later. Okay. So similarly I want to know top customers, top customer, sorry. And even so you can take anything. So that's what. So top 5 countries. Okay. So top 5 countries you can calculate, and you can see these are the basic things which I'm explaining. You can do so many things అండి. సో నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నా అంటే మన డేటాని బేస్ చేసుకొని వాట్ ఆర్ ద పాసిబుల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు, ఆ పాసిబుల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మనం ఎలా మనం విజువలైజేషన్ లో చూపించవచ్చు అని చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకేనా? సో అది కూడా విత్ ఇన్ 2 to 3 hours. మనం ఏదైతే మనం 9 to 12 అని టైం పెట్టుకున్నామో ఈ లోపు ఫినిష్ చేద్దాం విత్ డాష్ బోర్డ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అండి. ఓకే. ఎస్. So one second, let me reshare again. Yes. No. So any other possible questions we can take? Any questions? I mean, we can do so many things with only information we gathered so far. Okay. So for first thing first. So let me go to Power BI desktop and we'll bring the data. So this data is available in my SQL server. See, and this is the SQL server, and I have my data here. So this is the data. Okay. So I want to get this data to Power BI. I mean, I need to connect this data to Power BI, and we will do the analysis in Power BI. So how do we connect this data to Power BI? So that is the first thing we need to do, right? So I mean, not only here, when you go to real time as well. So what you need to do first, go to this one, go to home, and you have some transform data. So come here, go to transform data. So here I have already a table, which is you don't mind. So we'll go here, and these are the new sources, and we go to more, and you can see you have so many data connectivity options. You can connect from Power BI. You can connect to the wide variety of the databases. There are many things on it. So if you want to connect to the flat files, you can connect from Power BI. So again, if you want to connect to the databases, these are the databases which is available. These are the pre-built connections in Power BI. So you don't need to establish any connection. So you just need some a proper access to the data sources. For example, I'm using my SQL Server database, which means I need to have a proper access to my SQL Server database in order to access the data from SQLs to Power BI, right? So let me go with this. Connect. See, it will ask you to place your server name and then database, which means whatever the data source you select here, whatever the data source you select here, so you need to have a proper access to database. So when you go to real time, so you should be having access to the database. Then what you do? You connect to the database by using the Power BI. Then you bring your data from source to the Power BI desktop. So let me do again. So I'm selecting the SQL Server database, connect, and then give your server name. So my server name here is, so let me go and connect here, a database engine. See, this is my server name. So I select this one up here, and I'll place my server name. This is the same thing you do in real time. There is no difference. Okay. Again, so here it is asking for database, and it is optional. If you know the database name, you just give that, else just go on next. So we have important directory. There is a so much difference we have. I mean, there are so many differences between the important directory, so that I'm not going to discuss now. Okay, so let me go and click on OK. Now you can see you will get all this information. Then select your database and then bring your data. So this is the data which I want to bring. Then give OK. Right. Now, so once you brought your data to Power BI, Power Query, this is a Power Query editor, you can see. So in Power BI, we'll be having three components. Let me just, four components. So let me list out the names, and from there you can go. So Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and Power Map. So Power Query, this is where we do the ETL activities, ETL. Here we do the modeling and DAX. Again, Power View. So this is where we create the reports, and Power Map will help us to create the 3D maps. 3D maps. These are the major components we have in Power BI desktop. So right now I am in Power Query. So this is the you know component I'm in right now. I'm in Power Query component. So once you bring your data, just you should uh, you should know how you have a valid data in your column or not. I mean, each and every column you should be having a valid data. So how do you check? Go to view and select this one, the column quality. So this will help you whether you have complete data, valid data in your each column. Okay, and you can see the order ID. I have valid data 100%. That means I don't have any errors. I don't have any null values or empty cells. So again, from order date. So do I have anything here? No, this is fine. So similarly, you need to check for all the columns, right? So this is the first step you can do, and then you will come to know what is the valid data you have in your. So valid data means it's not going not to check our null values are not in proper format. The column null values. Usually, it will help us to detect the null values or any errors. Like if it is in a different format, so like so like it's a numerical column, but we have some other that is where you can notice errors. So in one column, either we can store any one data type, either a numeric, either a date or text. So from your data source, so in specific column, if you are getting both numeric values and then text values, then Power BI will throw errors. Okay, so you can notice that error percentage as well here. So right now my data is clean, so it is not showing any errors here. Okay, there are null values. I'm not going to look at the null values now. Okay, so this is the first step you can check, and you will come to know whether your complete table data is valid or not. Okay, so this is a very vital step, and even real time లో కూడా ఇదే చేస్తాం. This is the first step where you start your Power BI. పవర్ బి మీ రిపోర్ట్స్ చేయాలంటే దిస్ ఈస్ వేర్ యూ స్టార్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఎవరు మిస్ చేయొద్దండి స్టెప్స్. నౌ వన్స్ యు ఆర్ డన్, ఇక నేను ఈటీఎల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఏమీ చేయట్లేదు. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ ఎనీ ఈటీఎల్ యాక్టివిటీస్. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ లోడింగ్ మై డేటా టు పవర్ బి డెస్క్టాప్. దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. ఓకే, సో నౌ and these are the three views which are available in Power BI. So one is a report view, one is data view, and then one is data model view. So you can see your complete data here in data view. Then you can make some necessary changes. Maybe so the order date should be in date format, not in date and time format. And I'll make some date format change as well to my system date format. Okay, so this is the data you have. See, and you can notice how many rows here. The 54,554 rows. So I selected order date. So in this order date, I have 1,544 distinct values. That means I have a unique values, so which are 1,544. Okay, and you can filter your data like this. So you can go here and you can go to each and every column and you can filter your data as well. So for example, so if I want to know for home office, so for home office, the segment home office, so how many orders do I have? So I can filter it here and I can see this one. So how many? 9,949 orders I have it in my home office segment. So this is how small steps are small data exploration you can do in data view in Power BI. So let me clear filter. So this looks like similar to Excel, and if you know well, if you used Excel most, then this is nothing apart from you don't find anything apart from the options which are available in Excel. So same options you will find it here as well as, and then you can find the same options in Power Query, Edit Query as well. See, you can filter here, so we can do the filtering and everything in it. So again, there are many things we'll discuss in the regular sessions, but I'm not going to discuss. You can see these are the all Excel options. In Excel also you can remove this top rows, bottom rows, all these things. So here also you can do the same thing. So in Excel file you have again a split column. So you can see this one split column. So same thing which are available in Excel as well. So if I select anything here and if I go to data, then you can see this one text to columns. So this is actually it will split the column based on the delimiters. So again, so if you go to data view in Excel, so you have this one, which is remove duplicates, right? So same thing you have in Power BI, which is in Power Query, you have same thing. You can see remove duplicates, right? So there are so many similarities between Microsoft Excel and Power BI. Maybe that we'll discuss in the regular sessions, but I don't want to waste time here in discussing all the things. Okay. So now let me close this. Okay. Let me come to Power BI only. Now, now we got the data. So now we have the requirements here, small requirements. Now I want to I want to do this small information. I want to create some reports in Power BI. How do we create? So for these things, right? So I don't want to write any function. I can directly create the reports, right? So let us see. Let me come here. So this is a place where you create your reports. So now first let me go to view and then let me enable the format pane. So we can see this format for all the page. If you want to do the format for page, and these are the options you can utilize. So I'm not going to do anything here. So I'll go to canvas settings. So I'll go here. So we can see, the page height and width you can adjust here. So now, so this is the one thing. So we have, this is one thing, tooltip, this is one thing, and again custom. So custom means you can adjust your height and width by manually inputting some pixels here. So now what I do, I'll select the actual normal thing, then I'll go to custom. So here, so I'll take height as 1800 pixels and then width is 1700 pixels. So this one I'll make it into middle. So I'll go to page view. I'll select this one. Fit to width, then it will exactly fit to my width. So I got some more space here to add all my visuals into pages by using these scenarios. Okay. Now, so again, in order to do these, in order to achieve these scenarios, what we mentioned here, we need to write some DAX functions. So DAX. So in Power BI, we have a functional language which is called DAX. So we'll say data analysis expressions. So by using these DAX functions, what we need to do, we need to calculate all the information which we mentioned here. Okay. So now, so by using the DAX functions, first thing what we need to do, we need to create a calendar table. So first we need to create calendar table. Okay. So why we need calendar table? So here we said time period analysis or date time period analysis or dates ని బేస్ చేసుకొని some analysis చేయాలి. So in term if you want to do the analysis, then you need to have a calendar table. Okay. So right now, I mean, if you want to do the analysis by year, so do you have a column year in your table? No, you need to derive that based on your order date. This is the only a date column which is available in our data set, right? So you need to derive all the necessary columns in terms in order to do the time period analysis. Okay. So what are the necessary columns do we need? Year, half year, quarter, month, and then I'm not going to create this one. Okay, I'll leave this as such. So I'll stick to these things. Okay, I don't want to create much, but okay. So few things will create. Let me create quickly. Let me go to new table. So okay,
Every software has pre-built
sir,
calendar table.
huh? No, no, we don't be having any pre-built calendar table. In Power BI, we need to create. We need to create calendar table by using the DAX functions. Okay, so now we quickly create a calendar table. So I'm creating one calendar table, which is a dynamic calendar table. So if you create once, then you can reuse this across all your projects. Okay, so I'm doing this. So this is the function we can use to create a calendar table. So here I use what I'm doing. I'm creating the calendar table from the start date from my order table. See, this is your data, right? So from this order date, I'm bringing the start date, which is this one. Okay, let me do this. So this is where my initial order has been started. So the last order was on April 30. So based on this data, I'm creating my calendar table. So that means I am taking the a minimum value or minimum date from my order date, and then so I'm taking the maximum value from my order date. So this is how I'm creating my concept. I need to add some column, then we'll come to know. So I want to add here. I want to use some function like this, and then so you can see. So you will get the dates, the continuous dates from so see 2019 till your April 4, 2023, which means the initial order has been started on January 1st, 2019. The latest order was generated on April 30, 2023. So this is how we can create your calendar table. Again, there you are not mentioned any condition. So here I mentioned. So from order date, I am bringing the smallest to date, and free from same order date. Creating from the data only. Yes. So based on the data only, I'm creating this calendar table. Even so, without going to data as well, I can create, but that is a different part. But because we need to do the analysis based on our data, right? So because of that, I brought the start and end date from my data itself. Now, so let me quickly create the remaining columns. So half year. So to create the half year, so I'll write some condition here. So I'll look for month is less than or equal to 6. Then that will be my first half. And then second half. So this is the one. So let me close this and see. You have half here. First one and second one. And again, when you are doing these things, right? So always you need to have year and day. Make sure you have year. This is how you can create your half year. See, your half year always would start with your year. లేదనుకోండి మనం జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ 1H 2H అని అనుకోండి ఫస్ట్ హాఫ్ ఇయర్ 2 half year. So for example, let me show one example here so that you will clearly understand what I'm talking about. So I said like this. Then so I'll do the quickly. I will do this one. So once you create calendar table and this is your main data, so you need to have a relationship between these two tables. So the relationship goes by date to date. So I'll come back and I'll explain you again later. So let me come here now. So if I want to create some, see, a small information here, taking off here, and then so from master data I'll be taking some sales. See, this is how it looks. ఇందులో మీకు కరెక్ట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉందా? Let's see. Do you have proper information here? Do you have proper information here? No. Why? First half అంటున్నాం. Which year? Second half అంటున్నాం. Which year? So you don't have that information. So in order to do that, what you need to do while creating your half year, you add year as a prefix. Year as a prefix only. Now let's see. Now you got clear information, right? On which year, which half year you have the sales. Is it clear? Yes. Now let me come back here and let me create the remaining columns. So that one is quarter. I'll do this. Then month. I do this. So week start date I'm creating. So again, so these are the DAX functions, and you should know. I mean, how to utilize all these DAX functions. So maybe in depth we will discuss in the regular sessions. Okay. Weekday of your date. These are the few logics you should know before you write these functions. So now I will create some combinations. So the combination is year and quarter equals to. So this is my quarter. I'll add it here, and this is my year. So I will add it here, and like I'll do this one only. So this is one thing, and again to create one more combination, which is year and month. So I do this and I do this. So now this is fine. I don't do more. Now you can see all the combinations. So you have year, you have half year, you have quarter, you have month. So you have week start date, and then the combination with quarter year, the combination with quarter and month. Sorry, year and month. So now next. So this is fine. We are good here. So as I said, whenever I want to bring any information from two tables. So for example, let me come back here. So I don't do this. Let me delete it. Okay. So now let me come back. See, closely observe here. I brought this information from two tables. So the half year information from calendar table, the total sales, the sum of sales information from the another table to one visual. So whenever I'm doing this, you can see the result you will get like this, because you got your information from two tables. So whenever you are bringing the information from two tables to one visual, then you need to have a proper relationship between the two tables. So in order to do the relationship between these two tables, again you have to go to the data modeling and you have to do the relationship between these two tables. These two. Again, whenever you want to join the tables, you need to have a key column. So the key column is this is the order date from my main table, and then a date column from my calendar table. So I do this simply order date in date milk drag chase, and that's it. So I get you know this one. Still. Yes. So we are done with this one. Then, so what is the next step we need to do? So we need to calculate these informations. So we need to calculate this information. So to calculate these things, we need to write some DAX functions, right? We need to write So again, for all these, the sales, profit, average sales and average profit, and the number of orders, you don't need to write any DAX functions. You can directly utilize your aggregation functions. But when it is comes to the percentage of sales, here you need to write some DAX functions, right? So now let me write only DAX function for this one, percentage of sales. Okay. Do you know how to calculate percentage of sales? Does anyone know? So I have markets here. So let me bring this one. Okay. Remove the duplicates. So I have a sales here. So we had some dummy sales. So here, if I want to calculate the percentage of sales now, so what we need to do? So the this value, the actual value by total, right? So what you do, you add your total here, and then you do this. So equals to, this is actual sales for each market, then your total. So this is how you calculate the percentage of sales for each total, I mean each market. Then maybe I'll make it into percentage, then we will come to know. Then my percentage should be always 100%. If I sum complete percentage, this should be always 100%. Want to do this, if you want to calculate this in Power BI, you need to write some dimension. Let me write that quickly. So, so we'll add a new measure. So again, measure is a placeholder where it can allow to have allow to store only single values. So measure అనేది single value ni రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. We can write the DAX functions where we need to have a single value. So single value మనకి రిటర్న్ కావాలంటే then we'll go with the measures. So I say here percentage of sales. So here we have something called variable concepts. So I'm writing var, then I want to know the total sales first. So I will say sum of sales. So this is a simple thing I can do, and then again I'll write another variable. So here I'll do this one same thing again. So I'll write calculate. So these are the tax functions. We have so many things. We will discuss that in later, but I just want to show you how to create. Okay. So I'll write sum of sales and comma report records on my table. So I'll do this. I'll write divide. So this is the one. So don't, I mean, if you don't understand, don't need to worry any. So maybe this will cover in our regular sessions later. Okay. So this is how you can create your percentage. Then I'll make it into percentage format. And so I don't want to have decimals, zero decimals. I want to keep. Now, now let's see. So here, I don't want half here. So let me bring market here. I brought market, and then let's see. So what do we have? We have completely run.
No, instead of percentage, you have calculated growth, I guess. There you have done minus for total sales all.
Sorry.
అన్న మీరు పర్సెంటేజ్ కనుక్కోకుండా గ్రోత్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. టోటల్ సేల్స్ మైనస్ టోటల్ సేల్స్ ఆల్ అని ఇచ్చారు. సో అగైన్ ఇట్ విల్ డిక్రీస్ ఫ్రమ్. total sale all over.
Uh, Sorry, correct. So I need to do this one. Yes, correct. I'm calculating the growth. So that is the issue. So this will give you the percentage of sales. You can see uh, which which market occupied the more sales. So we can identify. So here by looking at this one, see the pack is occupied more sales. So this is based on this one. You can identify మీరు ఏ రీజన్లో కానీ లేదా if I add country, if I add country, then you can clearly come to know which country occupied more sales. So, so if I convert this into this one, then we can clearly come to know. See, right? Okay. So this is the one thing. So we are done with these things. Maybe remaining sales and profit, all this information, right? So we don't need to write any direct function. We can directly calculate. Now, when it is comes to here, so these are the time intelligence functions we need to use. So there are few time intelligence functions we can use to calculate these time period analysis. So let me quickly write them now. So before going to that, let me explain you what exactly I'm. So please look at this table. Look at this table. So what I'm going to done now in the next step, I'm going to explain it here. Okay. So these are the Royal Enfield sales, the units which have been sold on each year. So now just look at the first table and see what exactly happened here. So look at the first table and see what exactly happening in the first table. Here they are comparing the year-over-year growth, which means they are comparing the current period with the same period last year. Which means so when they are comparing the February 2022 sales with the February 2023. That means current year period with same period last year. So this is one thing we are going to do now. And again you can notice the second one. So second one is here they are calculating what parallel period, which means the current period with previous period. మనం ఏమున్నాం మనకి ఇక్కడ ఏమంతా ఉన్నామండి మనం we are in May. So when I do this one, so what I do, I compare with the April. మే సేల్స్ని ఏప్రిల్ సేల్స్తో కంపేర్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో హియర్ ఆల్సో విల్ డూ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ బై రైటింగ్ సమ్ functions. Let me quickly write the functions. Now, so let me add a new measure. So this is a measure again. So I want to calculate. So that's your growth. So simple I want to do. Okay. Now, okay. So I'll write a variable. So here I will calculate same period last year sales. So when I'm writing the variable, I should not give any space between the variable and name. So I should not give any space between the variable name. So this is how we need to write. Okay, this again we'll discuss it in the regular sessions. Okay, so we will write it and so then I will use one of the function time intelligence function last year. So then I'll use a date from my calendar table. So this will give me last year same period sales. So now where let me close another bracket here. So again, current period sales. So then here you can just write this one. So your sales and return. So we will write the percentage right? We will calculate the percentage, which is the percentage calculation is, let me write and right. So the calculation is like this. So current to sales, current period sales minus previous period sales by again your previous period sales. This is the formula. This is a mathematical formula to calculate the growth percentage. So I'm doing the same thing here. So what I do, I'll make it into percentage. So I'll make it to 0. So now, so let me calculate the same thing for all the quarters and years. The previous quarter, previous year, previous month. So now, how do we do? Let me add another measure. So now, here I'll calculate uh, previous year growth. Same thing again. So I don't want to write previous. So again, we will write calculate. So your sales, then parallel period, your dates, then here. So this will bring your last year sales, current year sales. So simply I'll write like this. So then return. So what I do, I will calculate the growth now. So growth is current minus previous by previous. So it's a 0. And this is how you can calculate your growth per year. So again, so I do copy this one. I don't want to create again. I don't want to write them again. So I'll just do this one. Previous quarter. It's, hmm, hmm. అవునా? ఇంకా రావట్లేదు, వస్తుంది same link. One second. So give me a minute. One second. Hmm? Go to it. So hmm. ఒకసారి మీరు శ్వేత మేడం తీసుకో, శ్వేత మేడంతో కొంచెం. Yes. So here, so I'll make few changes here. Previous quarter here, simply. Okay. So instead of year, month, year, I'll take quarter. That's it. So I don't want to make any changes here. So here also current quarter. So this is one thing I can do. So this will get me my current quarter comparison with previous quarter. So and again, so I'll do the one more measure I can add. So the same thing, previous month I'll say. So here instead of quarter, again I'll make some change here. So here month I can write here month. So what I do, I'll just replace my variables here. So that's it. So now we created three calculations which will calculate the growth per current period with previous period comparison growth. So again, I need to calculate another thing which is a week. week by week growth percentage. So I do this one. So again, I'll calculate this one. I mean, I do copy. I will add another measure. So for week. So for week calculation, we do not have any value here. So see, you have only three things. So in order to calculate the week, so we need to go with a different approach. So let me do this. Paid value of. సో ఇవంతా మనం తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందామండి. ఓకే, సో -7 and this is something. So this is how we'll calculate the uh, one second. So this is a week, yes. So here I will write like this. Calculate number of sales again. Master date. So yeah, week start date is greater than or equal to this one, and week start date is less than or equal to. So these are the few logics we should know. So that maybe I'll talk these logics again uh, step by step in our regular sessions. Okay. So now, so this is our previous week value, and this is our current week value. So we will do small check here, then we will go further. So previous week growth here. Okay. So this is how we can calculate. Now, so let us quickly check how exactly these things are working. Okay. Now, let me add a table. Let me add a table here. So from the to this table, first what I do, I'll bring my year. So year, and then let me bring the total sales. Just to quickly ఒక చిన్న check చేద్దామండి. That's it. Okay. So if I add this one, the same period last year growth. So I just want to know. See, ఇక్కడ మీకు ప్రీవియస్ సేల్స్ వస్తున్నా లేదా చూడండి, జస్ట్ జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించండి. ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ద ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ వాల్యూస్? 15. Okay, do not look at the percentage, look at the number. 15. See, 2019, you do not have value for 2018, then you are getting blank here. So 2020, so what is the previous period? 2020 అన్నప్పుడు previous period ఏంటి? Previous year 2019. 19 value ఎంత? 22,59,450. ఇక్కడ వస్తుందా? 22,59,450, which means this is working fine, right? So similarly, we'll check for other things. So I don't want it this one. So maybe I will see this one. So meanwhile, we'll just add this one as a return, and we'll check we getting correct values or not. That's it. See, are you getting correct value? So this is the current year, this is the previous year, previous value we are getting here. So which means it is working fine. So we no need to worry here. Now, and then let me remove year, and we'll use week, and we'll add week. So let me come back. So this is a week. Let me remove this one. So we'll add this value, and you can notice your previous sales as well. Previous week. No, 1 second, Ani. Mm, Let me remove them. We'll add it again. So we'll add week start date, and we'll add sales, and we'll add previous week growth. So are you getting correct values or not? See, do we getting correct value? No. So let me make some small changes to the formula. So I don't want to do these things. So, 1 second. Calendar enter week. So you need to write this one. Then sorry, you need to make a calendar table. So then week start date equals to selected value of week started. I mean these, see, these selected values and everything maybe I'll discuss it in the regular sessions. So now you will get the previous week value. Now this is the current week value and this is the previous week value. See, are you getting previous week values now? So you can see, we notice clearly you are getting the previous week values. Now let me do this. So let me remove this one and we'll add this one. So we can get the percentage of each previous week growth percentage. Here as well we are getting same thing here as well. Maybe let me make it into percentage only. So here also we'll make it into percentage. So here also we'll make it into percentage. So everywhere I made it into percentage. So this is the one thing again for time period analysis. Now we start building the visuals. Okay, so we did this one. So cumulativities నేను చేయట్లేదు ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతానికి I'm not going to do it, but however we'll do this one. Top selling products ఏంటి అంతా చూద్దాం, how to calculate these things. Okay, now let us add the let us add the let us start creating the reports or graphs in the page. So let us do that quickly and we'll finish this. So I have some draft here. Okay, so I have some draft. I want to use the same draft for creating my visuals. Okay, so I want to use the same background color. I want to use the same background for the visuals as well. Okay, let me quickly do this. So what I did here, nothing. So I added a page like this. So then I went to this format canvas background. I added a background here, that's it. So here what I do, first I'll go here. See, the height is 1800, the width is 1700. I'll do the same thing here. Let me come back here. So go to custom 1800 and then width is 1700. Then what I do, I'll go to view and I'll make this into fit to width. So this is fine. Now we need to add the visuals to this page. How do we add? I already added some cards. These are the card visuals. Let's say you can see this is the card visual. You can see this one. The card, we will say this one is a card visual. So now for each and every page or for each and every report, you need to have a meaningful title for your page. So this is the title. So how I add it? Let me delete this one. So go to insert text box. This is a normal text box I added. See, this is a normal text box. So maybe I can type some name. So my data is Northwind data set. So I'll say Northwind sales analysis. So I'll select this name and I'll go here and select some font. So that's it. See, you got your title clearly. Now, so one beautiful thing in Power BI, see, I already made some changes here. Okay, I already made some formatting changes. So what I do, I select this one, I'll go to home page, I'll take the format painter and apply to it. So that is done. Now what I do, I select this one, I'll make the font color change. That's it. So this is how you can simply make your changes in your report. Okay. So now, and again, so whenever you are creating report, so you need to make the you need to give the spaces between the visuals, so that space should be 100% accurate in it. Okay, so whenever again you are creating any report, you need to maintain the consistency means, now if I select here the values what I'm seeing here, so if I go here, see the font is DAM. So again, if I select this one, the font is Arial, right? So you should not be having that discrepancy. So across your report, the font type should be same. Font size might change, but font type should be same. Okay. So what we do, so we will maintain across this page, we will maintain the Arial font size. Now, now I want to give some spaces between the visuals. How do we do? How do we give? So there is a small, tips and tricks here. So what I do, I add some shape. If I go here, I'll add some shape here. Now what I do, see, జాగ్రత్త గమనించండి. I'll add it here like this, and I'll take some spaces by using the arrow marks. So if I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So same thing I can do from right side to left. See? So this is the space I want to give for each and every visual. So what I do now, so I'll select this one, I do this, not here. So here. So again, from here as well, I'll do the same space. I'll take the same space here as well. So again, so I'll just adjust my title like this. Now you can see, now we adjusted the title. Now we quickly add, so let me bring this down. Let me bring this down. Okay. So let us quickly add this information. So what is total sales, total profit, average sales, average profit, and the number of orders. Okay. So to do that, I don't want to add these cards. So I don't want to play with these cards. I'll remove them. So I have another visual, so which is this one only. We can see multi-row card. So I can use this one. So I'll add this. So what is the first thing you want here? What is the thing? Total sales. You bring your sales. That's it. So go to your master data and you bring your sales. See, sum of sales. Then what are the next thing you need? Total profit. So bring here profit. So where you have profit. Okay. And then what is the next thing you want to have? Average sales, right? So again, you bring your sales, and you make it into average. So again, what you need to have? Average profit. So again, bring your profit. So make it into average. That is done. So what is the next step? Final thing you want number of orders. So you just bring anything and it. So maybe I'll bring order ID, then I'll take a count. See? So this is the simple things you can do. Now see. So what I do now, I want to apply the same background to the this visual as well. So what I do, I select this one, go to home page, take the format painter and apply to it. So done, right? So then I need to make the values visible. Then what I do, I'll go to here. So I make it into 15. Then see, you got your all the values. Done. So you got your total sales, the sum of what is the profit you got, and what is the average sales, what is the average profit, and everything. So now let me make some changes here. So instead of showing sum of sales, I'll say total sales. See? And here total profit. Here average sales, and here average profit. And here so number of products. So I can do this one. Oh, the water. Okay, so you got all the information here. So maybe what I can do still, so we have a category labels. So here also I'll take the Arial. So I'll leave 12 as well. So maybe I'll make some changes on it. So here I have some uh, color palettes. So what I do, I'll make some changes to the titles. See now, we made some changes to title, and again you can see some thick bar here, right? So what I can do for thick bar, I'll add some different color. So I go to card here, you can see accent bar, and I can add some different color to bar. Hmm. This is the examines, which is the color code we are defining. See now, so I can increase the bar. So maybe red is not looking good, maybe I'll add this color. Okay, now see. So this the width will be, let me decrease it to 5. So that is fine. Now, so category label, just let me increase it to 15, and then let me increase it to little value. Now you can see all your what to say, your key metrics information you got in only one visual, right? So you can use these cards, or you can use this multi-row card to show your key metrics information. Okay, so again you need to have a title. So what you do, go to add a title and KPI. So we just mention it as KPI, and then so you take Arial, you just increase your font size to something like this and make this change. Okay, so KPI, then you just align it to middle. Then, or if you want to make this KPI name in a different color, okay, so I'll take this one. So let me select it. So text to color, if you want to make it in different, then I can make this. So this is fine. This looks good even, right? Now, so let me do this. So I want to take some space again. So one, two, right and left arrows switch to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఈ కన్సిస్టెన్సీగా ఈ స్పేస్ని ప్రాపర్గా తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, దెన్ యువర్ రిపోర్ట్ ఓకే నౌ. So that's it. Okay. So I need to add some visuals here. So the remaining space, I want to add some visuals. So what I want to do, so we can create the field parameters. Field parameters is yeah. Okay. So what we can do, we can enable the field parameters. So parameters will help us to dynamically select or change your y-axis or x-axis. Okay. So let us do that first. Okay. So before that, we'll create a visuals and so let me copy. I'll take the same things and okay, I copied it. So now what I do, so instead of this multi-row card, I will add some other visual and then so here, so I want to keep only the total sales on x-axis. So here, so in the on the x-axis, what I want to do, maybe I'll go and create field parameters. Let me go to modeling and then let me create a field parameters. So here I'll say attributes. So from these attributes, what I do, I need to have a year and then so from master data, so I want to have a region and then I want to have a market as well, market category. So I want to have a subcategory, the segment. So again, so this category, order priority, and then what are the information we have? Ship mode. Okay, these are the information I want to have in my. Okay, so I'll explain you why exactly I'm doing this one. Okay, now so here I'll add this the y-axis or x-axis from this one. See, let me quickly do this formatting only. Now, so what you see in the x-axis years, right? Now if I select a region, you can see all the regions you can see. So if I select a market, you can see markets, and if I select a country, you can see all the countries. Now if I select subcategory, you can see all the subcategories. So if I do the select segment, you can see the segment, right? So if I do again, so you can notice, so based on my selection, all the values are changing. Now, so what I want to do, okay, let me increase the page width to something again, the width to 2000. Okay, so now what I want to do, let me hmm, let me go to insert, let me bring again the shape. So yeah, so again I want to get the same space, 15 spaces తీసుకుంటానండి, 15 spaces. So this is a one visual I added. So then I will add another visual here. Okay, and then I will add another visual here as well. So let me just decrease the width of these things because I need to say take some space between the visuals now. So if you want to maintain the same structure of the visual, so what you do, you go here and you can see height and width you can identify here. So this is the width, this is the height, 360 and 375. So here also I do 375 and 360 and 375. So I maintain complete the exact height and width of the visuals. Now what you need to do, you just arrange them. So we will arrange that later. Maybe I will switch back to the. So here I took total sales. So instead of total sales, so what I do, I'll take some other information only. So I'll take order date. So this is the count. I want to show the count now. So here, so I want to show the total profit here, but it is in different way. So let me come here and let me take profit now. So this is one visual and this is another and this is another. So let me make it into a different visual now. So which one we take? So let me take donut here. Okay, and then so here let me make it into pipe. So here I don't want to show labels only. I don't want to show the lessons here also. I don't want to show the lessons. That's it. Okay. So again, so let me bring another visual. So which is this slicer. This is the slicer. So in this slicer, I want to bring these attributes. See. So if I unselect, you will get all these attributes. Now let me make a few changes here. So how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe I'll make it into 9. Now I'll increase the font size of these chiclets. So let me see. And again, so I want to make it as okay. So white uncheddam. Let me pick this. So I'll just do this to like this. This. This one as well. One second. So so here what I do, I'll just decrease the width of the slices. Then I can get some more space here. Let me decrease this. So, see, if I select anything, if I select year, see, your values will change to years. One second. Sorry? Ah, that's right. Let's see. Let's see. So here I enabled multi-selection. So what I do, I'll remove this multi-selection region. So change out market, country. See, your things are changing, right? So next, what you do, you enable title for all the visuals. Those are in hello or sizes. Yes, yes, yes. So let me come to visual here. Okay. So I want to do some, I want to do some measure. I want to write some measure here. So the measure is like this. One second. Let me make this to no, attributes. So this is a small letters. Uh, based on my selection, based on my selection, the this should change. Based on my selection, the values on the title should change. So how do we do? Okay. So that we'll see. So we need to write some DAX function in order to make the changes. Okay. So first, let me the DAX function here. Okay. So dynamic title for total sales. Okay. So I'll write var. I need to bring selected value from slicer. And so I need to write. So this is a another function we can use values. And values. So maybe. candidates attributes. So this is a small function we can write. Okay, so now var title equal to, so here total sales by, and this is the sales again. Let me copy this one.
These one properties comes under tax.
DAX functions. Yes, these all things will come under DAX function. Now let me select this one. So let me go here. You can see effects function. So go here, title. So select you. Now, so I'll make into variable. Then should be what? Now I haven't selected anything now. So let me select this one. See total sales by segment. If I select a category, we can see total sales by category. So everything is changing now. So I want to do the same thing for this one as well. So here what we did, so we get a number of orders to this thing, right? So again, so we'll add a new measure. So let me copy this one. So total orders. Here I'll say total. Simple thing. Okay. So same thing I want to do for total profit, right? So I'll write another name for total profit. So here simply I'll make this change profit and then do OK. So now here go to format, go to title and field value. One second. Dynamic title total orders. So give it. So here you are Arial, you take Arial and then white. Now you can see total order by total orders. Okay, so there could be a chinna mistake in it. So let us correct that. Total orders. What exactly slicer? So here the total profit, right? One second. Let me do this. We'll add it again. Okay. Okay, total orders for order per item. Yes, this is the correct. And here also we'll do the same thing. So we'll add it here. So write the title and you make this into Arial and you can select this color. So now you can see the complete titles for all your visuals. Now let us quickly rearrange the visuals. The visuals inputs are rearranged చేసుకుందామండి. Let me increase the size of this one like this. So I want to increase this size. So again I'll go complete to here and let me increase the size. Increase this. Now let us see what is the size we got here. So 355, 314, 315 let's say. So 355, 415. Now here as well. Now you got 3. Now you adjust the same. So from here, So again, we got some again discrepancy. So let me just decrease the width to uh, 390. So, so here also 390 and here as well 390. So now we'll adjust this. Maybe yeah, do this adjustment. That's it. Now again, so I want to do some color changes here. So here also I want to do. So ఇక్కడ మీరు color palettes change చేయాలంటే what you need to do, you know. So one thing, you go to view and change your themes. That is one thing you do. Okay? లేదు అంటే, so come to select here, go to each and every year here in the split and change the color. That is the only way we can do. But what I do now, so maybe I'll go with some different colors. I mean, I selected different theme here and that's it. ఇక్కడ నేను ఈ థీమ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాను. Okay, so if I would select this one, then my visuals will change based on that.
Particular area also will change there itself.
Uh-huh.
In the crop particular area we can also change.
Yes, you can change. బట్ నాకు ఎందుకంటే అంత టైం లేదని చెప్పేసి మీరు ఇక్కడ ఈ థీమ్స్ యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్తున్నా. దట్స్ ఇట్. See, you can utilize these themes. ఓకే, సో ఏ థీమ్ మంచిగా ఉందో చెప్పండి, నేను ఆ థీమ్కి స్టిక్ అయిపోదాం. See, which one looks good? ఏది బాగుందో చెప్పండి, దెన్ విల్ స్టిక్ టు దట్ అండి. Is it fine? Let me stay here. Okay. Now, so the title should be aligned to the always to middle. So that I do. So I'll align it to middle. Here also I'll align it to middle. Here also I'll align it to middle. Now, if you select anything here, see, your visual will change accordingly. Yes. Right. So this is a one thing. This is a highly interactive visuals. Okay. Now, so let me save this. So now I want to bring మనం comparisons చేసాం కదా. So I want to bring that comparisons in a table into a visual, let's say. Okay. So in order to do that, maybe I want to write some other functionality, the DAX functions I want to do. So first, so let me create another field parameter. So that is again time period. So here on the calendar I'll add year. From here, no. So from the calendar itself, I will add quarter, I'll add month, I'll add week start. So these are the things I want to do. I mean the comparisons. So let me create this. So I have already slides are here. Again, okay. So I have this slicer. So I want to keep this aside. Okay. So now here as well, I'll do the same thing. And let me bring the orders. This one, the time period. Now you see the time period, year, quarter, month, and a week. So now, so what is the font size here we took? So same font size I want to take on it. So 13, right? So here also I'll take 13. 1, 2, 3, 13. So now I want to make this names change. So what I do? So I'll come here the time period. So I'll make this change. Year, మనకి టైం అయిపోతుంది ఇంకెంత 1 అవర్లో మనం ఫినిష్ చేసేసాలి. ఓకే, సో quarter and then month, and then here week. This is fine. Now to the functionality ఎలా ఉంటుందని explain చేస్తాను. Let me explain you the functionality. So let me bring this one. I don't want to add another value, another visual. So I'll bring this one. Okay, here. So instead of year month, I'll take this one. So one second. I'm seeing the revision before. Okay. Okay. Got. So I have here something. So let me add them again. Time close. One second. Okay. So here I have it. Okay. Now clear. Now let me bring some any value on it. So here, so I want to bring the sales. See, ఇక్కడ మీరు based on year చూస్తున్నారా? Now if I select quarter, so your things will change to quarter. Now if I select month, so your things will change to month. Now if I select week, so now everything will change to okay. So here multi selection is enabled. I want to disable the multi selection. So now see selected week. So this is the week wise analysis. So month wise analysis. So quarter again your quarter wise. Again if I select year, then again year wise analysis. Okay. So here I want to bring another information. The another information is I want to do the analysis here for same period last year and the parallel period as well. So for those two I want to do the analysis here. So what I want to do now, I want to add a new table, so I can directly add a new table here. So no, not this one. So let me come back to home. You see enter data. So by clicking on enter data, you can directly add a table directly. So here period ఎంత తీసుకుంటున్నాను, same period last year. Okay, so here so ఇంతవరకు తీసుకుంటానండి period. No load. So this is done. So I created this one, the table with only two values, which is same period last year and then parallel period. Based on this, again I want to write a measure. So let me do that quickly. So here I say period over period growth. The simple thing. Okay. So I want to bring var. So two things I want to bring. One is the selected value from the time period, and then one is the selected value from our POP and so let me do this. నేను ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నాను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. Now, so I'll copy this one. We do this. I'll place it here. So here I want to bring this one. You can see two things. Right? So now I want to have a measure which reads these two values. If I select here, my measure need to read this here, and if I select any value from here, my measure need to read that value. So that is the thing which I'm going to write now. Okay, so this one. Now let us quickly write this. Selected time period equal to, so again, so when you want to bring the time period from your slicer, always you need to use concatenates. Selected value will not work. Selected value గుర్తుందా? Anu? Okay. So here we need to bring values table. Then so I'm using the values function. Values function will return you a table, and then sorry. So I'll do this. So one thing is another selected period. And here I will write something like this. selected value of period. So this one. So now I will write the final variable or the calculation where both equal to like this. If selected value equal to same period last year, then I want to bring this measure and this one. This measure I want to bring. That's it. And then if and this time period equal to year and selected. I mean this is the కొద్దిగా difficult గానే ఉంటుంది. You don't need to worry at all. Okay. So ఇది మనం తర్వాత రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ లోకి వచ్చిన తర్వాత విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ దిస్ వన్. ఓకే. సో previous year growth. So I want to do this for the next things. So here it should be total and then not total here, and here it should be month and it should be month else previous week report. So this is the final value. And I'll do this. I'll return this percentage. ఇది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అనేది నేను వాట్ వన్ సెకండ్. Selected value is not a table, valid table or a variable or function. So wait a minute. The value of period should be let me write somewhere the selected period. Select the value of period. Let's see this one. So let me add a small card and let me bring the value. We are getting the correct value here, right? So maybe what I do, so here instead of this one, I'll use this one. So then we'll get this. Oh, got it. మీరు చూడలేదా రేషియో ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలుగుతారా? So here, what I want to do, so I'll go here and instead of sum of sales, let me add growth percentage and period over period growth. So this is should be percentage. Why it is in millions? Okay. Let We come here. Okay, let us quickly check one thing, Adi. Let me do this. So here we'll add a time period here, this one, okay, and then so here we'll add this one, okay. So now uh, let me quickly add a slicer for time period. This is fine, and again I want to add one more slicer. So, so now if I select a week, I select a month, and then do this same period last year. Okay, got it. So same period last year మనం ఏం చేసాం? So I am always returning the total sales. It's fine. Now let me come back here. Closely observe what exactly happening here. So let me remove this one. ఏం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం ఇక్కడ? Year. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి? Same period last year. So now if I select parallel period and if I select quarter here, see why same period last year quarter values are now if I select this one, quarter, ah, so if I do this, okay, this is fine. And parallel period, so values are not good. So we are getting all the check zeros వస్తున్నది month, so this is fine. Week, this is fine. Quarter here, so quarter is returning all the zeros, and so we'll check this one, then we'll go and format all the visuals. So this is fine, this is fine. Do you see any issue, madam, here? Date -1 quarter correct again. So we are getting all the zeros, madam. See, we are getting complete zeros. Let me write them again. Calculate savings. -1, come on. So here it is returning the same thing. So here I made some mistake only. So the small mistake here. So, so this is the small mistake I made. Okay. Good. So let me come back again. Now you can see all the values now. So come here. So now if I select month, you can see the values will change to month, and if I select same period last year, this will change. So what we do now, let me go to format, let me go to chiclets here. So I will decrease the width of this one. So 210 again. So 50, yeah, which is fine. Then I'll decrease this like this, and then I want to bring it here. And okay, so this is what I want. Then I'll just do this. Now, so this will work based on your selections on your slicers. Increase this one. So I'll increase to here cars. So I'm going to add some slicers later. So this. And again I'll increase the width and 250. You will do is the size to now you have all the time period with all your this one now. So there are other things you need to do. So let me come back here again. So you can see if I select a quarter, do you think all the values are in a proper order law? Sorry. So if I select a quarter, so all your values are in orders? No. So there is a small issue when you use your what you say field parameters use చేసామనుకోండి, you will get like this one. So writing. So y-axis, I want to make few changes and let me do this quickly. So this is done. Now, so there is a small trick we need to do. I want to add one more measure for this to get my values properly sorted based on the chronological order. So we need to add something called like blank. That's it. Enter. Now go here, select this one and select here. So go to tooltips, add the blank. So then you go here, you sort axis by blank, and again you sort axis based on your ascending. Now you can see all your values have been sorted properly. Now let me do one thing. So let me make this change. So my line color should be like this. So color, I want to make this red. Oh, this one. Select this. So I'll go to line and then colors. Okay. Now see here, I do few more things. Maybe I'll add on the data labels. So okay. On the legends, I'll add some other values, which is category. Now I can see some different values here. For each category, what is the sales? Now again, I need to handle the title ID. So title handle చేద్దాం, then we'll stop here. So we will design the remaining part of the page. Okay, yes, quickly we'll do. So let me quickly write here one more measure. So it is going to be one more measure here. So this is dynamic title. So again you need to bring here the selected value from your the same. So var selected time period equal to, so again you use concatenate text values, and then you need to bring this one comma, so you have to bring this comma, so another var selected period equal to selected value of period array. So now I want to write some good title for this. So if my selected period equals to same period last year, same period last year, then I want to show name like this. So same only. Uh, last year, last year, same period versus current period, sales growth percentage by and so this one Killer Island. So the remaining is like this. So here previous period. This one. Now ఇప్పుడు చూడండి కంప్లీట్ గా మీ టైటిల్ కూడా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో లెట్స్ సీ ఇక్కడ టైటిల్ ఏముంది యాక్చువల్గా. లెట్ మీ ఎనేబుల్ టైటిల్ హియర్. సో జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించండి, వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైటిల్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ పీరియడ్ ఓవర్ పీరియడ్ గ్రోత్ అండ్ బ్లాంక్ బై క్వార్టర్ అనే కేటగిరీ ఉంది, అవునా. సో ఐఎమ్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ నౌ. సో ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏముందో. So this will change my total, my title will change according to my selections. So now if I selected same period last year, then it is showing last year same period versus current period sales growth by quarter. Now if I select a parallel period, now see it's the previous period versus current period. Now if I select a month, so based on the selection which I made, so accordingly my title will change on the graph. Okay, so let us stop here creating these visuals. Okay, we'll design the remaining part of the page. Okay, so first let us quickly design. లేదంటే we'll add one more okay, so ఒక చిన్న థింగ్ ఇక్కడ చేసేద్దాం, then we'll go. Okay, now so let me bring this one, copy this one. So I'll bring it to down and select. Okay, so again I want to do few adjustments. Okay, so now select this one, go to format, edit interactions, edit interactions. So I don't want to interact with this one. Okay. So next, so I copy this one, I'll add it here. So let me add it. Uh, oh, page is done. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me add it here. So same, I select this one. I don't want to interact with this. So this one I should not interact with this. So ఇవన్నీ కొద్దిగా మనకి మీకు రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవుతే you will come to know what exactly I'm doing. Okay. So here what I want to do. So let me quickly do these things అండి. But then we'll go to the design part. ఇంకా రిమైనింగ్ అంతా మనం క్విక్గా డిజైన్ చేసేసి will come out. Okay. Now, so here what I want to do, I will remove these things. The time period I'll remove, and then I'll remove this one as well. I will remove this one. So I simply add here percentage of sales. That's it. Percentage of sales by this one. So this is a one of the, again one of the visual. Let's say now, if I select a region, you can see the each region what is the percentage. Okay. If I select market, you can even analyze the each market wise what is the percentage. This you can do. Okay. So let us stop here and the remaining part కొద్దిగా fast గా మనం డిజైన్ చేస్తాము. Now let me come back here. So we'll add some slicers. Quick గా యాడ్ చేద్దాం. So let me do this. Okay. So here, so initially I want to add a year. So that's it. So let me quickly go here and we'll do the some formatting fast only. So this is the, I want to have a drop down. So format painter, apply to it, then you will get this. So I want to have the same background color. So visuals. And it should be here. So it will be slicer header. నేను ఫాస్ట్గా చేస్తానండి. I don't want to waste time here. I have here slicer. Now let me quickly do this. We'll add the remaining slicers. Let me add another slicer here. So here, let me add the region. So not title. So slicer header it should be region. So again, so let me add another thing here. So here I'll say uh, market. So here market. Just quick run the copy. Just to do the copy and then you just uh, add them again. Okay. So let me add. So here that's. And then this. So ఇంకొక ఒక్కటి యాడ్ చేస్తా. I don't want to add more అండి. Okay. So here we'll add that's it done. We are here. So this one. So if you want to add, we can add more, but I don't want to add more and waste some time here. Okay. So again, we will write one more small function in it. Okay. So the thing is, so let's say if I select multiple values here, so I want to see these values somewhere. So how do I view these values? So you don't have any options. So what we can do, we can write some small function and get this information. Let me quickly write that function and then I'll stop writing the functions here. Then we'll go and design the remaining part of the page. Okay. Now, uh, let's say active filters. So let me quickly write this var here equal to each. Only one తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చండి. Okay. Each filter. So which one? So I want to write here if సో ఇది ఎందుకు ఇలా రాస్తాను అనేది తర్వాత ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తానండి. సో ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ యూ టు బోర్ హియర్. రీజన్ తర్వాత మార్కెట్ అండ్ కంట్రీ కదా. మార్కెట్ 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 కంట్రీ కంట్రీ ఇయర్ as well. So we have only one left, which is category. So I'll write category. So now combine them. Return. Okay. So I'll write like this. So first వచ్చేసి year కదా, then I'll write like this year and వేరియబుల్. సో ఈ ఫంక్షన్స్ అంతా మనం తర్వాత తెలుసుకుందామండి. ఓకే. సో డోంట్ గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ హియర్. So here region, my region, market, and then here. So here, if I say country, then my country, and here category, and it should be the category. Now, నేను ఎందుకు ఇది క్రియేట్ చేశాను అనేది I'll explain you. Okay, in a minute. So let me quickly go and design another. Right. So, one second, Annie. Let me do this. So I filter. once again and we interact out and let's see, let us check whether it is interacting with this now. And let me do this. No, this is interacting with this. No. Okay, so this is fine. Now let me add one table. ఫాస్ట్గా టేబుల్ యాడ్ చేద్దాం. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే టేబుల్ యాడ్ చేసే ముందు ఐ వాంట్ టు గ్రూప్ ఆల్ విజువల్స్ ఇంటూ వన్ గ్రూప్ అండి. సో నౌ లెట్స్ సీ దిస్ వన్. సెలెక్ట్ దిస్ వన్, select it, select, select, you select everything, right click, you can see group on. So group it. ఇది ఎందుకు గ్రూప్ చేస్తాను అనేది మీకు I will let you know. Okay, so now go to view, you can see this one selection pane. ఇక్కడ గ్రూప్ 1 అని ఉంది అవునా. సో ఈ గ్రూప్ 1 ని నేను ఇలా అంటున్నా ASHPOARD. సో చూడండి, ఐ చెక్ దిస్ వన్ కంప్లీట్ ఇట్ గోస్. సో నాకు ఇక్కడ ఏం కనిపించలేదు. సో ఐ కెన్ బ్రింగ్ బ్యాక్ అగైన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్, ఐ కెన్ బ్రింగ్ బ్యాక్. సో ఐ కెన్ హైడ్ దిస్ అండ్ ఐ కెన్ bring back. So this is one thing. Now let us quickly add a table now. Okay, so table visual add చేద్దాం. So this is the table. ఇక్కడ ఏం లేదు, nothing. So I'll add it like this. What I do, I want to apply the same formatting to this one. So done. So let me increase this like this. So ఇంతవరకు యాడ్ చేసేస్తాను. Okay, completely. Now I'll hide this. Dashboard hide చేశాను. On my table, let me go here. Let me add some information on it. So I will add year. No. So here it should be, don't summarize. So from calendar table, I'll add year month. From calendar table again, ఇదంతా రా డేటా లాగా ఉంటుంది అనుకోండి ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా. సో calendar table week start date. So you do this. Okay. So from here, so from master data maybe ఇక్కడ నుంచి select చేద్దాం. So that will be easy to us. So let me select this one. Go here. Let us see category and then market and then region, segment, ship mode. We missed country, city. Now we'll add this one. Okay, so I don't want to this one. Okay, ఇది వద్దులేండి. So let me add the remaining. The profit add చేద్దాం, the quantity add చేద్దాం, the sales add చేద్దాం, state, subcategory and everything. Okay. Now ఇక్కడ let me quickly make some more changes, sir. So first thing, it should be Arial and value should be 12. Let's say 12 చాలు. 15. Okay. So column headers again Arial and it should be 15. Now so here I don't want background to be enabled. Background తీసేసాను. ఓకేనా. Now so let me go right. Let me take this one. And select your table. Come to values. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, text color I'll add white, alternate text color I'll add white, background color I'll do this, background color I'll do this. You are done. And then ఇంకేమున్నది, column headers, background color I'll take this one, the column header should be white. సో ఇప్పుడు మీ టేబుల్ కూడా ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా మ్యాచ్ అయిపోతుంది. సో లెట్ మీ రైట్ సమ్ మీనింగ్ఫుల్ టైటిల్ టు దిస్. సో నేను జస్ట్ ఇక్కడ రా డేటా అనుకుంటున్నా, రా డేటా. So let me increase the font size to 20 and bring it into middle. So let me do it like this. So this is the one thing. Or I'll keep it in white only. This is one thing only. So now let me go to selection pane. ఇక్కడ దీన్ని కూడా హైడ్ చేస్తున్నా లేదా let me do one thing. So I want to bring another let's say the text box. Okay, so let me bring this. One second, where it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, so let me add this one. I just want to do this. Okay, till here I want to. So I want to add some summary of the report. So ఒక చిన్న summary add చేద్దాం quick గా. So let me open the old one. So I have one second, sir. So, somewhere I had written summary. Okay, so let me bring the summary from the existing file. So ఇక్కడ నేను ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకోనండి. సో మనం అనుకున్నట్టు 12 లోపు డాష్ బోర్డ్ ఫినిష్ చేసేస్తాం. Let me do this. Okay. So here I have a summary. Okay, let me do this. So I'll copy everything and I don't want to do more. So let me come back here. I'll do add all the values here. Exactly. Okay. So now what I need to do, I will select everything. Okay. First, I want to make this format change. So that's it. And then I'll make it into Arial. So I will make it into white. So that's it. So the name should be always this one, and all information should be on green. So green lo unchestanu. So let me quickly add this. So this one, so this one, so this one, and this will be in another different color. I'll take so like this. So now this is fine, right? So this name will be like this summary. Oh, one second. So I need to do this. Okay, done. So I'll do this as summary, and then of the title. So this is one more thing. You can see summary. So I can uncheck this. Now you can see if I don't you don't see any value here. ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా మీరు చూస్తున్నారా ఇక్కడ? No. ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇప్పుడు if I bring summary, you will get summary. Now if I close this one and I'll get my raw data, I'll get my raw data. So ఇక్కడ raw data కి కొద్దిగా will change the background అండి. Okay. So let me quickly change the background color to like this. Okay, that would be fine. So ఇలా ఉంచేద్దాం raw data. Okay, now let us come see. If I close this one, that will disappear. So if I bring this one, I can bring my dashboard. So if I bring my this one, right, I can do these things, right? Now, so what I need to do all these things, I will write. We will add some buttons. We will add a buttons based on the button click. You need to display all the information. Okay. So we will do that activity quickly. So now, again, I want to do one more thing, Ali. So I'll explain. So let me bring the card again. మనం ఇందాక ఫిల్టర్స్ రాసుకున్నాం. So for that also I want to do some other things. Hmm? No, this is a card visual. So here what I do, see, active filters. చూడండి మీకు ఏమొస్తున్నది. మనం ఏదైతే స్లైసర్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ స్లైసర్ వాల్యూస్ యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ హియర్. సో we will make some small changes here. So let me write a title as active filters. Okay. So let me make this into Arial and will let me do this. So background color ఏం తీసుకుందామంటే let me take the background color. So let me select this, go here. So let me take this, pick the background color to this. Okay. Now, so for visual also I'll do border also I'll take the same sorry, pick the background color only. Then I'll do this rounded corners into 10. Now I'll come to properties, sorry, values, color values. See, this will be Arial and I'll make it to 25 and it should be on white. So now, okay. So what exactly this will do అనేది మనం చూద్దామండి. Just give me a minute. So text color should be white again. So here it should be like 30. Now, so let me decrease this. So this is the active filters page pane. Let's say what title is 13, 25. Let me make this 20. That's fine. And color values, let me make it into 20. Fine. Now see what will happen. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి ఇయర్ ఆల్ అని చూపిస్తుంది, రీజన్ ఆల్. సో ఇఫ్ ఐ సెలెక్ట్ ఇయర్, if I select multiple, see, so that is capturing now. So if I select multiple values from here, so which is capturing, this is fine. So this is what we expected. Even I do want the same thing. Now for the title, uh, background, I'll make it into different background again. So I'll make like this, or I do this something different here, this, no? Okay. So let us take this. So now I want to add a small button here. So the button is cross button only. So first let me add a blank button here. So ఇలా blank button add అవుతుంది. Then so button style కి వెళ్ళండి. You don't do this. So on text, so text లో just a cross mark add చేయండి. The font color should be white. And so you add Arial. So let me make it into 20. చూడండి X mark వచ్చిందా? So maybe I'll make it into 25. So కొద్దిగా పెద్దగా కనిపించింది. So now what I do, I bring it here. Yeah. Done. So now I'll make this small change. I don't want to keep border here. Okay. So this is X marks to close your window. Okay. So now కొద్దిగా స్మాల్ చేంజ్ చేద్దాం ఇక్కడ. కలర్ ఫాంట్ కంప్లీట్గా అలా కాకుండా సమ్ గ్రే కలర్ తీసుకుందాం. సో లైక్ దిస్, so like this. So this is fine now. Now what you do, you select this one and select your this one, you group this. ఈ గ్రూప్ ఏమందామంటే చూద్దాం, ఇది ఫిల్టర్స్ అందాం. ఓకే, యాక్టివ్ filters. Active filters. It is the active filter group. Now if I close this, that will go. Now I can bring back. So everything is done now. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దామంటే we will design this one అండి. We will design this. Okay. Now let me increase this to down. So this is image for dashboard. Okay, so let me bring it down here. So let me go to image. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న చూడండి. So ఇక్కడికి వద్దాం. There are so many images I got. Okay, so here, so what I want to bring is, see there are many. I want to bring this thing and open. See, this is you will get. So just adjust the height and width and add here. అది మళ్ళీ అడ్జస్ట్ చేద్దాం height and width. So I want to bring another image which is the reset image. Let me bring it here. So again I'll do this, decrease the fonts. uh, I'll add it here. So 1 2. Okay, I want to get the another one which is information. This will add for summary. So this will add it for summary. So let me bring it here. Okay, so this is again for a dashboard, and again we need to bring another image for to show the raw data on it. So let me bring this one. Okay, so this one, so we'll add it here. So next step, what we need to do, we need to adjust them in the same height and width. So first let me do this one. కొద్దిగా ఇలాగ అడ్జస్ట్ చేసుకుందాం. ఓకే, సో ఇది ఓకే ఫైన్ నాకు. దెన్ ఇక్కడ రండి, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ తెలుస్తుంది 95. విడ్త్ ఎంత ఉంది ఇక్కడ? 113 ఉంది. సో మేబీ ఐ టేక్ 110. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద విడ్త్. సో వాట్ ఐ డూ, 95 110 110 కదా. సెలెక్ట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో హియర్ 95 is everything is done now. So the next thing, you need to add some note. అంటే మనకి ఏ ఐకాన్ ఏంటి అని తెలియాలిగా. దెన్ label. So let me add a text box here. Where it went? So see, small text box. Okay, first we'll. Okay, so first one is ఏంటి ఇక్కడ reset. Type చేశాను reset అనేది. Let me bring this into again into area. So it should be on white. So what I do this. So you got the reset. So we put the font size increase చేద్దాం. That's it. Okay, now just adjust this. So reset, bring this here. So that is your reset button now. So కొద్దిగా will do this. So now that is your reset now. Again, so the second one is what? So let me copy and add. ah,
సార్ పిక్చర్ పైకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు సార్ ఇమేజెస్ యాడ్ చేశారు.
ah.
మూవ్ చేసినప్పుడు జస్ట్ ఆ టైం డిస్ప్లే
Yes, we can do నేను స్పెసిఫిక్ గా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నా. దట్ ఆల్సో we can do. అది కూడా చేయొచ్చు మనం. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేసేసాను. So let me write it into white area. So ఇంత font size అయితే 14 తీసుకున్నాను. అది కూడా చేయొచ్చండి. దట్ ఆల్సో we can do. So, ఇక్కడ నేను ఇది చేయాలంటే అగైన్ ఐ వాంట్ టు అడ్జస్ట్ దిస్ వన్. ఓకే, విల్ డూ వన్ థింగ్. సో మీరు చెప్పినట్టే remove. Okay, so now select this one. go to action. ఇక్కడ టూల్ టిప్ అని చూడండి. So here say reset. Over you can see the reset. So this is fine. You can do this one. So again this one also we'll do the same thing. Add action. Tool tip ఇక్కడ active. So that's it done. And then this is the summary, right? So we'll do this action. So here summary, and this one, this is again the dashboard. Okay, and this is the final one. This is యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఇవన్నీ అలైన్మెంట్ చేసుకోవాలి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ స్పేసెస్, బట్ ఇంకా టైం అయిపోతుంది అంటే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ దట్. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, సో వీఆర్ డన్ విత్ దిస్, అవునా? నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి, వి నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ సమ్ బుక్ మార్క్స్ అండి. So we will create some bookmarks. How do we create? Let me quickly come here. So now, so go to view bookmarks. So how many bookmarks I want to? So for reset, one bookmark. To show the filters, to close the filter, two bookmarks. To show the summary, four. To show the dashboard, five. To show the raw data, six. Total like six bookmarks kavali. So let us quickly create. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. So first bookmark name rename చేద్దాం. So it is reset. The second bookmark show active filters. The second bookmark hide active filters. The third bookmark summary. The fourth bookmark, I mean this is the fifth one, right? Dashboard. And the sixth one is raw data. We're done. So active filters మీద you don't do this data. Now what you want, so reset okay, so I want to bring the selection pane now. So let me this, okay, I have the selection pane, and I have all the information. So now I want to bring this active filters on the top of the page, now. So let me first bring the dashboard. So this is the dashboard. See, now I am in market view. So we have, okay, in market లో multiple selections చేశా. So I'll remove this. So I am in market view, I'm in month view, ఇక్కడ parallel period, and again, so let me select some value here. Okay, so maybe I do select based on country. So this is the R, so maybe let's say market view I want to, R, which one is good, reason. So we'll keep it in reason. Now you need to capture this state. See, ఇక్కడ రీసెట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమీ సెలెక్ట్ చేసలేదు మీరు. సో యు ఆర్ ఇన్ డాష్బోర్డ్ వ్యూ. సో యూ రీసెట్ దిస్. Again, however, I am in my okay dashboard view now. I will update that. Okay, now, so the next step, I want to bring this active filters. Then what I do, I update this one. Show active filters will update. Then I close these active filters and I'll update hide active filters. Now let's see, if I bring, I can bring. So if I hide, I can hide. Okay, the next, so I want to bring summary. Then I should show dashboard. I want to close. I want to bring summary and then update bookmark. Okay, now I want to bring raw data. So which means I want to close the summary. I want to bring the raw data and then update this. Now let's see, if I go to dashboard, my dashboard view will come. So here something is happening. I don't know what exactly. Include regions correctly and only. See, ఇక్కడ నేను ఇక్కడ values change అవ్వట్లేదు. So do you know what happening here? No, that is fine. I mean, I'm not doing anything here. Okay. So let us keep on the
మీరు
reason
ఒకసారి
view.
అది కాపీ
Sorry?
చేసి ఎడిట్ ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ ఇచ్చారు కదా, ఒకసారి కాపీ చేసి ఎడిట్ ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఇచ్చారు, మేబీ అదేమన్నా ఇంపాక్ట్ అవుతుందా?
అది నేను తీసేసాను, ఎడిట్ ఇంట్రాక్షన్స్ తీసేసాను. I removed it. See, so this is the one I copied. Okay, so let me do this. Select, go to format and edit interactions. See, I disabled this one. Oh, got. So, what I want to do, I want to disable this one as well. I want to disable this. I want to disable this. Super. So we missed that. So now let me see. So we don't get any discrepancy now. So let me switch to market view. Uh, So let us keep here. Again, I want to update dashboard. Okay. Now let's see. Active filters will get close. That is gone. Summary you will get. Dashboard you get, right, and raw data you get. You're getting all the information now. Now what you need to do, you need to assign these buttons to these bookmarks to the buttons. Now let me select this button, the reset button. Okay, let me go to reset again. Ah, so reset also working fine. Huh? No. Select the reset button and go to format. ఇక్కడ యాక్షన్ కి రండి. So bookmark. So this is the reset. So done. This is again add bookmark here, show active filter. So this is done. Again this one bookmark here, summary. This is done. So this is again a bookmark and here it is dashboard. This is done. Again this one bookmark and this should be raw data. So ఇంకొక చిన్నది ఉంది, let me bring this one. So ఇక్కడ క్రాస్ బటన్ తీసుకుంటే క్లోజ్ అవ్వాలిగా. So select this one. It is selecting group. Okay, so let me come back here. Button select something. Done. Why to show only group? We'll do one thing anyway. So if I select this one, button options are out level. So what I do, I'll select these two. We'll ungroup this. Okay, that will go beyond to the page. Again, let me do this. ఇదిగోండి ఈ బటన్ ఉందా, సో బటన్ close ఇలా ఉంది, అవునా, enter. So I want to bring this button close to the top of the page and active filters here. So now it looks good now, right? Now let me come to again to the this one. So here, so show active filters again update cheyandi. So okay, let me bring this again. So now hide active filters ki em kavali. So you need to close this one, you need to close this one and update. So this is the only one thing we need to do now. So bring this, select the button. Now you'll get button options. See, so earlier we are not getting this one. No? So bookmark. So here, right active. That's it. So everything we done. So we are good. Now see, if I close this one, so that will go. Let me save this. Now, if I select any value here, so for example, let's say Canada, I do some multiple selections. Okay. So again on the country also I'll do some multiple selections. So for example, I did some multiple selections on both the columns. Now I want to know what are the multiple selections which I made in my slicers. So then this will help you, right? So see, huh? Then you can close this one. Easy. And again, you want to clear these slicers at a time. So in each and every slicer you need to clear them. So you don't need to do that. So just this. Again, reset చేసినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ active filters వస్తుంది. I should not get that. So again, so let us go to bookmark and let us go to selection pane. Open this. So when I do reset, I don't want to get this. Just to reset, I want to do. That's it. So that's it. Show active filters. Close this. Summary. Okay. So when you add summary again, you don't need this one, right? So update. So dashboard add చేసినప్పుడు you don't need. So update. Okay. So this update. So when you add the raw data, you don't need. So update. ఇవన్నీ changes చేసాం కనుక so it is showing now. Reset. You are not. So this one is fine. This one is fine. Summary is good. Dashboard is good. Raw data is good. Everything looks good now. Now, so let me close all the information. Okay. So, but ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే కొద్దిగా I want to do some small formatting అండి ఇక్కడతో అయిపోతుంది. View format. So here I want to decrease the width and height. Okay, so I want to make it into around 90, and then width I want to make it as 90 as well. Okay, so what I do, I'll just add it here. So same thing, 90 90. So 90, and here also 90. Yeah, we'll add it here. So again same 90 here as well, 90. Yeah. This one also you make it as 90, and here also 90. Done. So this one also you just make the same thing 90, and here also 90. So you do this one as well. You just adjust this. So properly adjust చేయాలంటే we'll do this one. So we add it here. So చూడండి ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేసాము. You take some spaces. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 20 spaces తీసుకుంటున్నాం. So now I'll do this one as well. So I'll add it exactly here యాడ్ చేస్తున్నా. That is fine. Again, I do the same thing. Okay. So I do this also. I do the same thing.
Along the length and the width, then we do this. అన్ని ఒక్కసారి సెలెక్ట్ చేసి లెంత్ అండ్ హైట్
ఇప్పుడు సెలెక్ట్ చేయలేను ఎందుకంటే నేను ఆల్రెడీ యాక్షన్స్ అసైన్ చేశాను. ఇప్పుడు నేను కంట్రోల్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే యాక్షన్ కి ట్రిగ్గర్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు నేను అది చేయలేను, అందుకని ఇలా చేస్తున్నాను. బిఫోర్ అయితే ఐ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు డూ. నా ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను యాక్షన్ ఇప్పుడు బుక్ మార్క్స్ వర్క్ అవ్వాలంటే నేను కంట్రోల్ క్లిక్ అని క్లిక్ చేస్తా. ఇప్పుడు నేను అన్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలన్నా కంట్రోల్ హోల్డ్ చేసి సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి. So that is what one by one చేస్తుంది. That's it. And then nothing ఇక్కడ. So now save. So let us see this one. Reset. So you are good. Okay. So again, so do this. So you are good here. So let me close this window. కొద్దిగా ఈ విండో సైజ్ని అలా కొద్దిగా పెంచుకుందాం. ఓకే క్లియర్గా ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. లేదు ఇంకా కావాలనుకుంటే జస్ట్ ఇంక్రీజ్ యువర్ సైజ్. సో దీన్ని కూడా we just bring it somewhere here. So oh, it's good now. Huh? So then close this and then summary. So you got your summary. So your dashboard view and again your raw data view. Okay. So again let me click here. So you can see your this thing. So let me delete this one. I don't want this. Okay. So here. So let me make uh, artificial sciences. So now save this. And what I can do, I can go to file and save as. So here, so instead of draft, I'll do this one. So I'll add some data as well. So here, May 13 కదా 2023. So I'll add that. Just to నేను ఒక డేట్ ఉండాలనుకుంటా నేను యాడ్ చేస్తాను. Now, so again we need to publish this. So what I do, so my workspace కి publish చేస్తాను. I don't have the licensed version right now, so I'm publishing it to my workspace. So select. So it will deploy to your services. So there you can see complete your all the functionality. See, then open it. See, so now what I do here, maybe I'll increase the. Now you can see all the functionality, right? ఇదంతా అది యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు వరీ అండి. సో ఇదంతా డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే ఇది మనం నేను ఇందులో ఉన్నా ఎడ్జ్లో ఉన్నాం కనుక దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ ఆల్ దిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ రిలేటెడ్ టు పవర్ బిఐ. ఓకే నౌ ఇక్కడ మీ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ క్లియర్గా చూడండి. సి యాక్టివ్ ఫిల్టర్స్. సో ఆర్ ఇఫ్ ఐ సెలెక్ట్ ఎనీ వాల్యూ హియర్ that will come here. So if I select any category, so that this will read. So basically it will read your selections. Now if I reset that, so that will defaultly reset to the normal. Now so this will show you the summary of the report. And again this is our dashboard view, and again this is your raw data. And again, so let us come here. ఇక్కడ మనకి అన్ని వాట్ వీ డిడ్ హియర్ కంప్లీట్గా డైనమిక్ చేసాం here. అవునా? సో హౌ వీ డిడ్, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఐ సెలెక్ట్ సేమ్ పీరియడ్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్, this will change. So if I take quarter, that will change. Again monthly, so again weekly, so everything will get changed based on your selections. So this also you can do. See, so this is completely user interactive dashboard. సో మనకి తీసుకున్న రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ అంతా తీసుకొని we finished it in the expected time, right? So again what you can do here, so let me go to reset. Okay, you can see file. So you can see print this port or export. You go to export, you can see I can export this into PowerPoint presentation. So now ఇక్కడ embedded as a image and embedded as a live data ఉంది. So maybe I'll go to image. So with the current two values only, export the current page. Yes, only current page I want to export, then I can do that as well. So now my current page will get exported to the PPT, PowerPoint presentation. సో ఫ్యూ థింగ్స్ ఇక్కడ మనం మిస్ చేసుకున్నాం. సి ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ సైజ్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ సైజ్ తక్కువ ఉన్నట్టుంది అవునా. సో వీల్ కరెక్ట్ దట్. సో ఇవన్నీ సో లెట్ మీ సెలెక్ట్ దిస్ వన్. సో లెట్ మీ గో టు చిక్లెట్స్. 13 ఉంది ఇక్కడ. ఓకే 13 ఉంది. సో నో నీడ్ టు వరీ. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ఫైన్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ సి డన్. ఓపెన్ చేయండి. దెన్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా మీ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ వచ్చేస్తుందండి, మీ పేజ్ యొక్క స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా. సి నౌ ఇఫ్ ఐ గో హియర్, this is the slide view. Okay, so this is how we can get. So let me do this and we can get this slide. Okay, if I increase my page width, then I can see complete my total page. Okay, you can even you can download, you can export it to the PDF as well, right? So I hope this is clear. అదే వస్తుంది, అదే వస్తుంది. And again you have so many options on it. So if I go here, so let me, you can see three ellipses here. So you click here and export your data. You can export your data from here. So there is other functionality I missed actually, so due to the time consumption, so I will explain you that functionality. You can see ఇక్కడ చూడండి. So this is what I want to explain actually. So now if I select year, the year get added to the your table. So now if I select the region, so only region get added to your table. If I select total sales, only total sales will get added to your table, right? So now again if I select to state, see state add in. Now if I select the total units, I can add. So if I want to add a quarter, I can. So this is a functionality I want to show, I want to explain, but due to the time, so I could not able to do that. Maybe if you plan other sessions, maybe I'll complete that in other sessions. Okay, so we go to raw data, and you can do that as well. So but right now I haven't done that. So this is the complete thing. So we can do it in 3 hours, 3 hours from time but in. Yes. So nothing here. I just want to show you how fast we can do the reporting in Power BI. అవునా? So if you know the proper requirement, if you know the design concepts in your mind, so it won't take more than 1 day or 1 week. If you want to design perfect dashboard, if you have proper requirements, if you understand the requirement, you know what are the values you want to calculate, you know what are the calendar tables you want to bring, you know what are the tables you want to create, if you know what are the columns you want to create, then the reporting is not a big issue in Power BI. Okay, so we did so many things here అవునా. సో అన్ని dynamic గా చేసాం. We created a dynamic tool. Okay, so I think one more thing I missed, one is the dynamic tool tip, so that due to time constraint I could not able to do that as well. So we can do so many things on it. Okay, yes. So I hope this is clear to you. Yes, yes,
Starting external data creation.
yes, yes.
If I want to update the online data,
Hmm.
that will it take effect on the.
Yes. So once we are done with this one, we need to go with the schedule refreshes. So we will refresh the daily licenses versions we need to purchase in order to do the schedule refreshes. So 4 licenses versions ఉంటాయి. Let me quickly just briefly explain you them. So the license versions are ఒకటి free ఉంటుంది. Okay, and then one is pro, premium, and premium per user. సో ఇలా ఫోర్ లైసెన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. సో if you want to get the live data, updated data each and every hour or half an hour, then you need to go for premium. If you purchase premium capacity, the 48 schedules you can do in a day. That means every half an hour you can schedule your refresh automatically. So that will refresh automatically. So if you go for pro, maybe this will allow only 8 refreshes per day. You can do 8 refreshes per day. And then premium per user, this is the same capacity of the premium, but this is only limited for one user. ఇంకా ఫ్రీ లైసెన్స్ మనం ఏదైతే యూజ్ చేస్తామో అది ఫ్రీ లైసెన్స్ అండి. So if you want to do the refreshes, maybe you can go with Pro, Premium, or Premium per user. So again, if you want to do the refreshes, again we need to go with the gateways concept. So అది తర్వాత ఉంది. Maybe if time permits, maybe next week అది తీసుకుందాం మనం. So yes. So let me come back here. Yeah. So thanks. Let me know if you have any questions, doubts, or anything you want to convey. Guys from online. Hello. Okay. So let me stop recording here.